I'm going to show you why I would never buy a Dacia. But before we get into that, can I just ask you to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that gubbins. Let's show you what we've got going on this week. So we've got this Citroen in, that's got a gearbox fault on it. It's come from a main dealer, Seat main dealer. So yeah, it's not as if they can't fix their own Citroens. Got to have a look at that one. This is the one with a steering lock emulator we're waiting to turn up. We'll talk about the Dacia in a minute. And this smart car, this has got a convertible roof fault. Everything runs through the motor. The module's built into the motor at the top. No stock anywhere. No second-hand ones. No dealer stock. None in Germany. The car sales people don't know what to do with it. So we're going to get it stripped out, see if we can see what's wrong with the module. But yeah, that's the joys of a new car. 66 plate. Can't get parts. Ridiculous. What else we got in? I've got a Focus booked in. That's got a alarm fault. We've traced that down to a what have we traced that down to? Bonnet switch, it looks like. So yeah, we've disconnected the bonnet switch, locked it all up, see how that goes on. Then we'll put it back to how it was, lock it up again, and see if that makes a difference. Fiat 500 had a dash repair done on this about 3 or 4 months ago. I'll show you. The protective coating has been left on the display, so you know, no quibbles. We'll get it in, we'll get it stripped out, get that one done for the customer. And yeah, so the car park, what was fairly empty last week, is now full up again. So right, let's get into some of these cars. I'll show you around this Dacia. Right, Dacia. Blower motor. They put this just below there, probably about there, right at the back. And then they put all the metal frame around and then the dash around. I'll show you, you can just about see it. That's it there. They've got all this metal and all the dash all around it. But what we have done before is take all the steering column out. Done it on a Renault there, Renault Mode, this is very similar. Steering column out, all this bottom panel out, yeah, clutch pedal out of the way. And then hopefully we can sometimes do is split this. So you take the casing off the motor, split them apart, do the same when we're taking that one out, try and split it apart so we get it down in 2 sections and then put it back up. Takes a bit more time, but the worst thing is we're taking the dash out, you get lots of squeaks and creaks and stuff. So we're hoping we haven't got to do that, but if we do, we do. It's a quoted job, so fingers crossed. See how we go. All right, so I picked up one of these bore scopes from Alex at Impact. I thought they were amazing because it has got the flexi end on it. Turns as you need it. I mean, the quality is amazing. And I'm not promoting his tools. I do buy my tools from him, but I wanted one. First job, airbag on a Dacia, a bit of a funny one. And you can see exactly what we need to get into, which is, that's the bit I need to get onto. And it's hard to see. It's actually that little end up there. So I'm going to set this camera up, set it up on a tripod so you can see what I'm doing. And I can see exactly where my screwdriver's going with that and see it come out. I know we've all seen bore scopes, but that bit, well, look, there we go. Just turn it up and down. If you just want to move, you set it up somewhere. It's amazing. Very clever. So, and that's not me moving my hand. That is moving there. So, let's get this set up. So we can see the bit we want to press onto. Get our screwdriver in there. You try and do this for the phone and the mirror, or whatever you want to do it with. Ooh. So there we go. There's the hole, and to get that out, we've had to split the fan, split it apart, which we're going to try and build back in there. Had to remove clutch pedal, steering column, steering wheel, airbag, dash, cowlings, stalks. Strip it all down just to get the motor out. And then we find the centre to the wrong motor. Beautiful. Right, let's go see what we got. So the DCR is all stripped out, waiting for the part to turn up. Still can't get anywhere with the smart car. There is no parts available. So yeah, we've got to strip that one out before I go home tonight. We've had this Focus in, which had the alarm fault, bypassed the bonnet switch. It was all right, wasn't it? Yeah. What's come up with now?
Hood ajar.
Yeah. So we plugged it back in. It's triggered, so it's going to need a new
latch.
Yeah, latch. Is it comes complete latch? Does it? So yeah, we'll ask them if they want it bypassed permanently. Permanent repair, you know. What else you had in? Fit 500 within. So yeah. So one coming in with an airbag light on. Module's failed. That needs sending away. They're going to discuss tonight whether they want to go ahead with that. We've had one fitted a new screen in the dash and fitted an airbag module, and that was all back together and done. And then we've had one where, the one I showed you earlier, where it had the protective tape, which we need to strip down and get that one done. So that's 3 done. All what's left now is an airbag on the partner. What's that?
Mini's done.
So we had a Mini in a couple of weeks ago with tyre pressure monitoring faults on all 4 sensors, just wouldn't calibrate, wouldn't do anything. And it had a little sensor behind one of the panels, which was cheap as chips. So we tested everything into it. It had a live, an earth and a limbus, and that was it. So we put one of them in it, reprogrammed tyre pressures up today, road tested it, it's absolutely fine. So again, guess don't test. It was well worth the 20 quid part to try on there, more than carry on testing every sensor, keep calibrating stuff up and software updates and stuff. So yeah, that's that one done. Already got 2 out there for tomorrow. W124 Classic Mercedes in for a list of faults and a battery drain. So we're going to get the battery drain set up tonight, ready, so we can start testing that in the morning. Get some of these crappy cars out, and then yeah, we'll get set up then. Yeah, then we can just get the Berlingo in and have a look at the airbag fault. So right, let's find a customer on this Focus, see if they want that bypass or price up a latch for them, and go from there. Right, ta-da! So. Got this motor out of the smart car, and I can tell before we even opened it, the mystic smoke has been let go. So let's pull this open. Somebody's making a load of noise. Let's get this open, see what it's up to. What do you think we're going to find? I think it's going to be very good. Oh, smells a bit worse. I mean, there is the motor in there. Oh, let's see if that will come apart. Yeah, that will come apart even more. Oh, there we go. Right, zoom in on that if we can. There we go. That is not good. Look at that. So that's circuit board's burnt out. Maybe it'll do a repair on it, but why is it blown? So, it's looking okay, but yeah, main power in, looks like. Yeah, it looks like main power in has burnt away. So that basically lights that car off. 66 plate smart car. It's at a car sales place. They've sold it, and now can't get the roof working. So parts not available new, parts not available second hand. What are they going to do? So I don't know. So I might spend 10 minutes on it tomorrow, have a look on that module, see if it can be repaired. But there's obviously a reason why it's gone. It doesn't look like any water damage or anything in there. So yeah, I had to explain to the car sales that the woman's not getting her car. Right, let's get some cars moved around, ready for tomorrow. Okie dokie. So we've got W124 in, nice old classic. That's got sunroof fault, window faults, etc. Yeah, wipers. What else we got on there? Sunroof, battery drain, possible wipers, alarm, all sorts going on with that one. Battery drain on the Honda. Got a Audi TT in with an alarm going off. So that's locked up, takes about 40 minutes apparently. So we're going to see, make sure we can replicate it. And then we've got a transporter down the end. So he says it's got wet, and since then it's got oil pressure warning, brake fluid warning, and handbrake fault. But he's telling me, yeah, it's definitely since it got wet. So now if I search all the way through where the window was down, all that sort of stuff, and I should have tested like I would normally test, you know, it might cost him extra money. So what do? Do I stick to my guns and do my own testing? Or do I listen to him? If I do my own testing, that doesn't work, then I'll go back to him and go, yeah, it was just down to, you know, corrosion in, you know, body control module or something. I don't know. So, and also this Mercedes. So, yeah, this one dropped off for a couple of days. Now he's told me if it's not done by tomorrow night, he's going to have to leave it here for 9 days because he's going to go on holiday. But he wants it kept indoors. So I said, well, no, that ain't going to happen. If it's not done, you come and collect it and then you bring it back. So that makes it a bit awkward. So I'm not keeping the car indoors for 9 days because you've decided to go on holiday. So what can you do? Let's get into it. So let's show you this W124. So when you put the hazards on, the alarm starts beeping and chirping. It's got a siren here, got some old wiring here. A lot of this wiring goes in there, which has been badly fitted all behind here. It's meant to run behind this panel, but whoever's played with it has just stuffed it down behind there. And it goes into this fuse box, which goes in here, down through there, into it and down to the back of the car, across the dash, down into here. Then we got an old bit of alarm wiring, looks like, a new one, all this lot, and I wonder why it takes so long to do properly. Right, I'll show you what we found on this transporter. So, we've done a bit of a bypass and everything is working as it should. It's like handbrake light works and everything else is okay. So we found a little bit of corrosion down here. So if we disconnect that now, handbrake light comes up, and then we get this up as well. So it did have oil level and temperature fault up there, but since we've cleaned this up, that stopped work, that stopped mucking about. So yeah, so what's corrosion on the dash cluster? But he said it happened as soon as he done it, and corrosion doesn't happen from water, you know, it takes time. So was it just coincidence? Was it got a little bit of water on it? I mean, it weren't bad, it was a tiny bit on the circuit board. So I'll get the board out and I'll show you what we found. Now, a bit of corrosion down here, you can still sort of see it, but these little vias, they call it, so it goes via the board. This side's got 11 volts, and this one didn't. This side had earth. So I pushed it from there straight to the other side, all seems good. So a little bit of corrosion was sat along here, it's damaged that via. So I'm going to take that home tonight, get that repaired, and get about to give it tomorrow. So that's the transporter gone out. We're going to try and repair the cluster on that this evening. So hopefully that'll be back together tomorrow, back to the customer. TT, yeah, a couple of things were coming up on that. Bonnet switch and the power sounder. Bonnet switch seemed to be okay. Disconnected the power sounder. Now that wire's a good one. This one's the one with all the alarm and all the horrible stuff in it, so we need to speak to the customer on that, let them know we're going with that. And the Honda battery drain was a Bluetooth module. So yeah, there's most of them done. We've spent our 4 hours, which we do allow on each car, on this one today. He does want a radio fitting, etc. But it's meant to be left here for sort of a, 4 or 5 days to work through bits as we went. But I don't know how far we're going to be able to get with it before he takes it back, brings it back after his holiday. So we shall see. Let's have a coffee. Right, show you what the end of Tuesday looks like. So we've had this Galaxy, this one we had in a few months ago, which we didn't want to take on in the first place. Managed to get it running. It's broken down. It's looking like an ECU fault, so we've had it back in, just double check. Got everything, cam, crank, synchronization, fuel pressure, spinning up okay, but we've got no trigger to the injectors. Coming up with a DC to DC converter fault, which we've never seen before. But we plug another ECU into it, that code's gone, so yeah, gonna have to try and get that ECU cloned over. This one's coming for tomorrow. That's got no sound coming from the indicators, etc., which is not a relay sound, obviously. It's just a little speaker, so need to strip that down, see if that dash needs sending away for repair. Oh, what else have we had? Yeah, so Mercedes coming last week. So the Mercedes C-Class, that coming with a head unit fault. Managed to get that one done. Got another head unit, programmed all that in. That's all good. What else? So yeah, T5 we're going to do the dash cluster repair on. Hopefully I'll be back up and done tomorrow morning. Yeah, everything's sort of done. So yeah, Honda battery drain done. Audi TT alarm going off done. That one's done. So yeah, now we just need some customers to pick their cars up, and we might be getting somewhere this week. So let's get home. Tuesday night, pub night. Let's get back on with it in the morning. See you then.